On today's video, I'm going to be answering all the questions you've asked me on YouTube about ClearBlue Ovulation Kit. Yes. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, my name is Precious. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I recently put out a question on my YouTube asking you guys to please ask me any question you have about ClearBlue Ovulation Kit. This is as a result of so many questions I've gotten from the video I made on how to use ClearBlue Ovulation Kit and the other video I made on how to increase your chances of having a boy and a girl. I've gotten so many messages and I thought to myself it would be very nice for me to ask you guys what questions you have so I can make a video and answer all of them. Thankfully, most of you responded by asking me these questions and I'm going to be answering all of them on this video. So sit back and let's start answering the question. So I'm just going to be using my phone. I'm just answering it randomly. It's not going to be like from the first to the last. But I'm going to be answering all the questions. Someone said, I don't know if I should be mentioning names. No, I'm not going to be mentioning names. Maybe next time when I'm putting out a question, I'm going to ask you, do you want your name mentioned or not mentioned? But for this, I'm not going to be mentioning names. So someone asked me, I need the ovulation kit. I'm in Kenya. I don't know where to get them. The reason I'm answering this question is because so many people have been asking me where they're going to get ovulation kits, where they can buy it, if I sell it now. I don't sell ClearBlue Ovulation Kit or any ClearBlue products. I'm just making the video because this is the product I have been using, I have used. So depending on the country you are, if you live in a country where you can order stuff from Amazon, ClearBlue is on Amazon. You can buy it from Amazon. But if you live in a country where you can actually order from Amazon and you've got people that live maybe in the UK or other parts of the world where they have access to Amazon, you can actually ask them to buy it and send it to you. But apart from that as well, there are places or shops like big superstores. I know in Nigeria, maybe somewhere like Everyday Emporium, I don't know how the shops there, but I know that big shops are likely going to have ClearBlue Ovulation Kit. The only thing you need to bear in mind is that it's a little bit expensive, but I know that most big shops or most big retailers will likely have ClearBlue Ovulation Kit. But please, I don't sell ClearBlue Ovulation Kit. I don't sell. I don't distribute. I don't post. I don't do anything. All I just do is make video from what I've used. So please, I don't know. So in Kenya, maybe you should ask around. Go to the big superstore or pharmacy and ask if they do sell it. I think that's what you could do, but yeah, I don't sell ClearBlue. So someone also asked, hi and congratulations on getting pregnant. Thank you so much. Is it possible to get a steady face on ClearBlue ovulation test in early pregnancy? Now, this question is a question that a lot of people have actually asked, not just here, but in other like groups where moms use ClearBlue. ClearBlue Ovulation Kit is called ClearBlue Ovulation Kit. For me, this is my personal opinion. There shouldn't be any reason why you should use ClearBlue Ovulation Kits to test for pregnancy. I would just advise that stick to what the kit is used for or the kit has been made for, which is for ovulation. If you think you're pregnant, get a pregnancy test strip or a pregnancy test, whatever you want to buy, whichever one you want to buy, and test for pregnancy. Don't use ClearBlue Ovulation Kit for ovulation and also use it for pregnancy. There's no need for that. I don't advise that you do that because it might give you a positive result, but when you test using the retest, it gives you a negative result. So to give you that peace of mind, you know the way you use the right tool for something, use the right tool for the right thing. Don't go and use a key that is not meant for a particular door and start squeezing it and dragging it, making sure the door opens. You're making life difficult for yourself. So yes, stick to ClearBlue Ovulation Kit for ovulation, not for pregnancy test. Someone also said, why is it that I take ovulation test it goes from low fertility to steady smiley face, no blinking in between. Congrats on your pregnancy. Thank you so much. I have personally experienced this, where the kit went from 0, as in when I mean 0, that round circle where it says no ovulation, which I might be linking what it looks like on this video so you know what I'm talking about. So I have experienced it. It just went from no ovulation to steady ovulation. Now let me explain to you what happened. This ovulation kit actually dictates 2 hormones, right? The first one is the estrogen, where it tells you that your body is getting ready to ovulate. And the other one is the LH hormone, which is the hormone that tells your body now it's time for you to ovulate. There may be a very short gap or a very short time between when the estrogen hormone, which is the first hormone that makes you to see that blinking smiley face, to show, and the time that the steady smiley face, which actually shows the LH hormone, to show. Now let me explain this again. I want you to actually get what I'm saying. I hope I'm explaining it properly. The time when your ClearBlue Ovulation Kit detects estrogen and LH hormone can be different for everybody. Some people have blinking smiling face, which means it's dictated the first hormone, which is estrogen, for like, some people even have it for 6, 7, 8 days. It's just blinking, just blinking. Some people don't even have it. So what that means is that, you remember, for example, if you test in the morning and it shows 0, like no ovulation. Remember, people always say test every day. Test once every day. I advise that by the time you start seeing this smiley face, you should test more often, at minimum of twice a day. Now imagine you test in the morning and you saw no ovulation. The next time you're going to test is what? Is the next day, isn't it? So what if in the evening your body actually releases estrogen hormone and you didn't test, and by morning your body has released the LH hormone, and that's when you tested? So that's what happened. So the time between your body releasing these different hormones to aid ovulation is different from everybody. So there's a possibility that you missed testing, or you did not test when your body detected, or your body is meant to detect, or when the ClearBlue is supposed to detect the hormone that causes the smiley face. So if you miss that time and you only tested when your body has released the hormone that causes the steady face, then steady face is what you're going to see. So it's not as if the kit is wrong. It's just that it's the timing of your body releasing the hormone can be long, can be short, depending on when you test. If you don't understand my explanation, please let me know in the comment section. I'm going to maybe make a well-detailed video on just this. But just bear in mind that it's not because your kit is wrong. It's just that it's the timing of when your body releases the hormone, and when you test might be different. So I think I've stressed and talked about this. So yeah, the next question is that hello, glad to put you some questions. First, is it normal to not have high days, but instead from circle directly to static phase? What does that mean? I think that's what I've just literally answered now. That's the same question, and I've answered it. And the second question she said is, if we BD every day, would it be better to hit the peak day or the ovulation day? So if we BD every other day, would it be better to hit the peak day or the ovulation day? Right, I don't really understand this question. If we BD every other day, would it be better to hit the peak day or the ovulation day? If you're trying to get pregnant, whether you BD on the peak day or you BD on the ovulation day, you're likely to get pregnant, because the sperm is there waiting for the egg to come. It's only when you're wanting to increase your chances of having either a boy or a girl, then you now have to be specific at when you're going to have sex with your partner. But if you just want to get pregnant, it doesn't matter, boy, girl, whatever God gives you, that's what you want to have. That's what it doesn't, you don't care about it. Then peak day, fine. Ovulation day, fine, which you don't even know when you're ovulating. Ovulation day, fine, but just make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do, right? You're actually doing what you're supposed to do, the right timing as well. So I think it's fine. And she also asked me another question. I have another question. This cycle was different. I got a negative on day 9 and 10. Then on day 11 was high blinking, and day 12 was, and then on day 12th morning was high, but late evening around 10 p.m. No idea why I tested. It was peak. The next day, on day 13, I took normal OPK and they were peak as well. When do I ovulate? 24 to 28 hours after ClearBlue Kit, or should I consider peak on day 13? If you see, one of the things I always advise people is that stick to one kit. Don't confuse yourself. Ovulation and ClearBlue Ovulation Kit on its own is confusing for a lot of people. Why do you want to add something else? You want to add a different kit? If you want to use ClearBlue Ovulation Kit, use that kit for one cycle. If it doesn't work for you, then you can decide to use a different kit. There is a chance that your body is going to detect LH hormone with ClearBlue, and when you test the next day, it's still going to detect LH hormone, because you don't know. Now, let me just be honest with you. Nobody knows when the egg is released from the ovaries, right? Nobody knows when the egg is released from the ovaries. All we are talking about is just an estimate, probability, and all of that. Nobody actually knows. The only way you can know when egg is released from the ovaries is when you're under observation by a gynecologist watching you and monitoring your ovaries 24/7, which, to be honest, that's not possible. So even people who are doing IVF, they just estimate and go for regular checkup. By the time they go, maybe the egg has been released and they find the egg, or by the time they start seeing different signs in the body, they know, okay, the body is about to release the egg. But in terms of in specific when the egg is going to be released, nobody knows. The clue we have is that the LH hormone, that is the hormone that actually tells your body this is the right time for you to release, or okay, now release the egg. Is the hormone that tells your body release the egg. The time your body releases the egg, it's up to your body. No, your is not in your power. It's just when your body releases the egg, that's when the egg comes out. So in terms of when to have sex, I just think that stick to one ovulation kit and try that ovulation kit. If it doesn't work for you, then you use a different ovulation kit. As in, if the ClearBlue ovulation kit doesn't work for you, you use a different ovulation kit. But trying to use, like, you use this kit, you use this kit, you're confusing yourself. Even me, as someone who has been using ClearBlue, I don't use any other ovulation kit. I don't confuse myself. The word is confusing enough for me to start adding more confusion to myself. So stick to ClearBlue Ovulation Kit. Follow the instruction on the leaflet. If you don't get pregnant and you feel like, okay, you want to try something else, absolutely. But trying to combine 2-3 types of ovulation kits, yeah, you're on. So that's that question. So the next question is, after you get a solid face, are you supposed to wait 24 hours to do it for you to have a baby boy? Also, does what you eat play a role in boosting the gender of your child? Okay, so that's a very good question that you've just asked there. That's a very good question that you've just asked there. First of all, if you want to increase your chance of having a baby boy or a baby girl, I've made a video. I've made a very well detailed video on what I did. If you want a specific one-to-one guidance or one-to-one coaching, you need to message me privately. Now, let me just say to you guys, I am coaching people privately. I do coach people privately in terms of having a boy or a girl, right? I do that privately. So if you want specific answers in terms of answers that are tailored to your need, that is like person-centered answers, things that work for you, bearing in mind that everybody is different, because I can't just say, you know what, have sex after 12 hours, or I can't just say, you know what, have sex after 2 days. I can't do that generalize it for everybody. Different things works for different people. So that's why I coach. So if you want specific answer, if you want me to guide you in terms of everything, because it's a massive there are a lot of factors that come into play when increasing your chances of having a baby boy or a baby girl. So you need to come enroll on my coaching program, and I'm going to coach you with the help of God and with the information you give to me, and following the instructions I'm going to be giving you strictly as well. Hopefully that works for you. But one thing you need to know is that we are increasing your chances. We are not saying that you're going to have a boy or you're going to have a girl. We are just increasing the chances for you. So bear that in mind. So yeah, if you want specific help, or if you want me to help you, give you all the time in the world, you need to enroll on the coaching and pay for it. So that's what you need to do. So in terms of food as well, again, you need to enroll. I can't tell you everything that you have to do when it comes to increasing your chance of having a boy or a girl. Food obviously has a role to play, but if you want more detail, come for coaching. Another question here is, hi Precious, trust you and your family are doing great. Yes, we are. Thank you so much. Just a quick question regarding ClearBlue. I have 28 to 29 days circle last month. I got a flashy smiling face and a steady smiley. Unfortunately, I did not get pregnant, but this month I have been trying and eat till today. He's still telling me I'm not ovulating. Today is 20 of my circle. I will stop telling because I'm giving up already. Of my circle. I don't understand. He's still telling me I'm not ovulating. Today is day 27 of my circle. Should I stop telling because I'm giving up already? Okay, so thank you for the question. First of all, you've asked me two questions. The first question you're asking me is, yeah, you use ovulation kit and you didn't get pregnant, and the second one is the fact that he's still giving you smiley, flashing smiley face for how many days now, and you're not buying it. Now let me tell you, I have experienced both things that you've just asked me. When it comes to ClearBlue ovulation kits, like I always say, it's not 100%. Nothing in this world is 100%, right? And I also believe that it's all about timing when it comes to pregnancy. You only have 12 hours in the whole of 28 to 30 days to get pregnant, because when the egg is released, you don't have sex, or there's no sperm to fertilize it within that 12 hours or so window. You're not going to get pregnant. So when you get a peak, you don't know when you ovulate, right? If you waited 24 hours before you had sex and all of that, and you didn't get pregnant, the first question you're going to ask yourself is, did I actually ovulate? If you did ovulate, did I actually have sex at the right time? Those are the two questions I'm going to leave to you to answer. And secondly, the fact that you're getting steady, blinking face for a long time, it's okay, it's normal. That's why I said when you're buying ClearBlue ovulation kits, buy the pack of 20, because some people, their body takes time for them to actually dictate the LH hormone, which makes you have a steady face. Some people, it doesn't take time. By the time the body detects the flashing one, which is the estrogen hormone, the next thing is it just detects the LH hormone. So everybody is different. Everybody is different. The fact that I got my own after 2 days doesn't mean that you're going to get your own after 2 days. Everybody is different. Remember when I shared my video on how to increase your chance of having a boy? I said it there that I even gave up. Basically, I got tired. I was testing and testing. It was just giving me steady, flashing smiley face, flashing smiley face. I got tired. It was just that I got encouraged. My husband was encouraging me, saying, don't worry, just go on, and all of that. And at the end of the day, I got a steady smiley face. On the day, I would never, ever have thought that I would get a steady smiley face if I had just used the pain there, stretches, mucus, and all of that. I would never, ever. So that's the uniqueness. That's why I encourage people to use ClearBlue, because our body, the way God has made us, we are so... The Bible says that we are wonderfully and fearfully made. We are actually wonderfully and fearfully made, because you might ovulate this month on day 20 and the next month you ovulate on day 11. Our body is amazing, and I think God made it that way for a reason. So if you're having this issue where your flashy smiley face is just there for a long time, don't give up. I encourage you, don't give up. I have experienced it where it lasted for a long time, and at the end of the day, I got a steady face and I got pregnant and I got what I wanted. In terms of using all these kits, you have to be patient. Patience is a virtue. You have to be patient in terms of using using it. There are so many things that, let me tell you something, life is not easy. Anything you want to get in life, you have to actually learn to sacrifice and learn to be patient. Because if you want to get something just on a platter of gold, then you may necessarily not even value it, right? But let me tell you something as well. The fact that you're getting this steady flashing smiley face might be something that by the time you get your peak, you get pregnant, you start teaching other women as well how to be patient, how to use ClearBlue and all of that. So every experience that you get that is not a positive experience is just a way of you learning. It's just a way of you seeing a different angle to life, right? If you had a ClearBlue ovulation kit and you got the first time you tested, it was no ovulation. After 2 days, it was smiley. After 3 days, it was steady. That's a perfect scenario for everybody. But it doesn't work like that. So be encouraged. It's not abnormal. It's absolutely normal for you to not have a steady face after some time. Just keep testing, provided you have a kit or you have some strips left. So guys, these are the questions. Let me just confirm that I've answered all the questions. Let me check if I've answered all the questions. I think I've answered all the questions. So these are the questions that have actually been asked by you guys, and I do appreciate you for asking me these questions, because for me, someone like me, it took me a while to get really used to this ClearBlue ovulation kit. So if you've got any other questions, please let us know in the comment section. I am going to answer your questions. And just know that in terms of using this kit, ClearBlue ovulation kit, it just helps you, basically just guides you. It doesn't actually make you pregnant. It's just a guide on how to get pregnant and all of that. At the end of the day, you have to have sex, and you have to believe in God to get you what you want, which is having a baby, either a boy or a girl. These are just kind of aid. These are just things that will help us to get what we want. So guys, thank you so much for asking me these questions. I believe I've been able to answer your questions. If you don't understand the things I've said, let me know in the comment section. If you have many more questions, let me know in the comment section. If you ask me more questions that I haven't covered, I don't mind making a second video on just answering your questions about ClearBlue. And if you want me to coach you as well in terms of having a boy or a girl, please message me privately, or you can also drop it there on the comment section. I am coaching people. If you want me to give you all these answers, all these like tell you everything that has to do with getting pregnant for a boy or a girl, I've given that to you on my video, and that was what worked for me. But if you want one-to-one coaching, private coaching, where you can ask me questions anytime, any day, whenever, and any type of question, no question is stupid, no question is naughty, all questions are going to be answered by me, then you have to enroll in my coaching program, and you have to pay as well. Hopefully your wishes will come true. So guys, thank you so much for this time. I don't want to rant. I think I've ranted so much. Thank you so much for the questions, and thank you so much for believing in me to answer the questions. Be grateful, be positive, and be yourself. See you on my next video. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay. Do you have any question about ClearBlue ovulation kit and you feel like you need someone to help you to understand? Have you been thinking about having... On today's video, I'm going to be answering... On today's video, I'm going to be answering all the questions that has to do with ClearBlue ovulation kit that you've asked me. On today's video, I'm going to be answering all the questions.